Mr. Speaker, let me now proceed to the details of the budget for the year 2023. With changes in the global economic dynamics and its effect on our economy, states which must survive will have to transform themselves structurally and change the way they operate. Partnerships, therefore, are key to resilience. Government does not have all the resources needed to engender growth and development, which these people require. However, partnerships with local and international private sector players are therefore germane and expedient if we are to make progress. It is on this note, Mr. Speaker, that the government seeks to enhance economic reforms in our processes, stimulate economic prosperity, and improve the ease of doing business so that we can continuously attract private capital to then engender sustainable development. With several projects at the verge of completion in the year 2023, we hope to galvanize all actors and harness resources to increase the opportunities for our people to enhance productivity and expand the economic base of Edo State. Budget estimates for the year 2023. Mr. Speaker and honorable members, our budget size for the year 2023 fiscal year is 320.35 billion naira from the 222 billion budgeted for the year 2022. This year, the budget is made up of 192 billion for capital and 127 billion for recurrent expenditure. While the budgetary figures may look high, on an inflation-adjusted basis, it is slightly higher than that of 2022. The revenue estimates for the budget is based on a $70 per barrel benchmark for crude oil, an average daily production of 1.69 million barrels per day, as well as an increase of internally generated revenues to 60.4 billion, owing to the reforms which we have undertaken in our tax collection and land management activities. Our intention is to push for reforms and revenues in the built environment space. We are committed to boosting capital spending this year. To this end, we expect that the capital stroke recurrent expenditure ratio will be 60% capital and 40% recurrent. We will invigorate the economy, providing the right impetus for the needed growth which we expect next year. The total projected revenues for 2023 is 300 billion naira, consisting of 144 billion statutory allocation, made up of value-added tax of 41.2 billion, capital receipts of 46.1 billion, and IGR of 60.4 billion, and 4 billion from grants and other sources. The balance will be sourced from financial institutions in the country. Focus in 2023. The 2023 budget is informed by the need to build a resilient and sustainable foundation for the reforms, initiatives, and programs that we have embarked on in the last 6 years. Our strategic goal is to utilize manufacturing, technology, agriculture, arts, culture, and entertainment as the catalysts to promote sustained investments across all sectors of the Edo economy. As we drive for growth, we will continue to pursue policies and programs that ensure fair and balanced access to education, healthcare, and social protection in all the 3 senatorial districts of the state. Public-private partnership will continue to dominate our investment initiatives in the new year. In 2023 fiscal year, our focus is on the following sectors. Education, where we expect to spend 32.9 billion, which will make 10% of our total budget. Healthcare, where we expect to spend 30.2 billion, which is 9% of our total expenditure. Road transport and other road infrastructure, 54.9 billion, to 17% of our total budget. Buildings and public buildings, 20.5 billion, which is 6% of our total budget. Electricity and energy, 7.2 billion, which is 2% of the total budget. Agriculture, 5.4 billion, which is about 1.8% of our total budget. And economic enablers, which will include, our investments in technology, youth empowerment, and all the other areas that would help us drive the economy. We will be spending 56.1 billion, which is about 18% of our total budget. Like I said, our priorities are education. In the education sector, we have set out to deepen the reforms of Edo Best and will ensure the full optimization of operationalization of the decertificated school system to ensure that our children stay in school for 9 years from primary 1 to JSS 3 and also acquire the necessary skills to become globally competitive. Emphasis will be placed on building and staffing the proposed 20 technical schools and other vocational centers next year. In the area of infrastructure, in order to improve the business environment, we will be investing considerable amounts in improving our internal road networks in the states. We hope that the federal government will also play their own part by, rehabilitating federal roads in the states, which are quite a lot. And emphasizing, for us, we will now emphasize proper designs for our roads and improve supervision of our contractors who are constructing our roads. Our transport master plan will be implemented as provisions have been made for the takeoff of the Transportation Authority. I want to thank this House for speedily passing the bill into law setting up the Transport Authority. And we will be expanding the Benin Central Park bus terminal and constructing 4 other bus terminals around the metropolis, while funding is being sourced for 2 trailer parks, one in Aho by the bypass and another in Aviele in Isako West. The State Electricity Agency, which has been enabled by the new electricity law, will receive about 7 billion to expand connections to government buildings and also street lights.